Alright, everybody. Hey, we got ourselves a tower match. This one's for the championship. Darkmoon and IJ, they're already getting this show right on the road right away. IJ challenging Darkmoon for the top spot. Lobby, not being too happy with it, though, that's for sure. We might be, waiting a little bit on a game.
I think we can remake, right?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to Alt F4, I think, because I'm stuck here.
Should I lower the turn rate, or what's going on?
I don't know. I don't think it's the turn rate. I think the lobby bugged out.
All right, lobby bug.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
May just be BattleNet.
Could be, yeah. Alright, let me get this launched back up again.
Okay.
It's just par for the course, you know. It's a Tuesday. Valve does all their maintenance on Tuesday. Maybe Blizzard does too. They do a lot of maintenance in this game, I'm sure.
1998 netcode.
Yeah.
You guys know what happened?
The lobby bugged out. Alright, we'll try it again. Okay, we do have ourselves a game for real this time. This one is for all the marbles, at least until somebody loses their marbles. IJ versus Darkmoon for the top spot. We are
You're
here.
not streaming it.
Oh, you are correct. Thank you. All right.
Show us what you got.
Show us what you got. It's IJ spawning here in the bottom left on Polestar, Darkmoon in the bottom right, playing the green Protoss, but you know what? We'll leave them on their natural colors. They look nice and pretty. So, Darkmoon, I know, is... I've seen them play a lot of PvZ and a lot of PvP, and I'm always impressed with him on those matchups, but I haven't seen a whole lot of his PvT in particular. Anyone have any insight or familiarity with how he plays that matchup?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, but it looks like he wants to be aggressive. Ori with the forward pylon, probably with the forward gate. Maybe
Right.
go 2 zealots for Goon.
Yeah. I've only played him twice. Both times he was pretty aggressive in the early game.
I know that in PvZ he also likes to kind of play a little more aggressive. He's a fan of Gateway Expand, so I feel like this is just someone who, even though he has a reputation for bringing games out to a really long phase, still does like to kind of play more aggressive in the early game. IJ setting up the Sim City, though, very standard for Terran to allow his Marines to defend, have that little gap here to run from Zealots. We'll have the double gap, one on the left side here, one on the right side of the barracks, so a lot of space to play.
Yeah, he's specifically known for gate expanding against Zerg and sending his first zealot across the map.
And then sparking a half-hour-long conversation about why it's illegal when the game's going on.
In a multiple day continuation of it. But however, in this matchup, it is definitely not an illegal move, and in fact, a good move to send an early zealot.
Now, I feel like in high-level games in particular, a lot of times the Zealot's kind of seen as like a suboptimal play because Terrans are just so good at dealing with it, but especially at this rank, like, even if you don't get any damage done with it, the fact that you can tax their attention and their APM is definitely a good case for just go ahead and send the Zealot across map.
Okay, very interestingly, he still went for the core.
Right,
the
so it
first
delays
zealot.
the Zealot a little bit.
It also puts your core in the front, which is a little awkward. I'm also surprised that he didn't opt to use the core to wall.
Right.
It is a pretty good option. later in the game to block Vulture run-bys. You're gonna wall that wall eventually anyway. But maybe in the early game, he's afraid of counter pressure from Terran and losing his core and his gate.
All right, making use of this Sim City. 3 Marines out here already for IJ, focusing down the probe. Manages to stall the factory a little bit at least, so getting some damage, but that factory is about to be finished.
I think we're sending a goon across, it looks like.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
The Vulture won't be ready by the time the Goon gets there. He might be able to kill a few Marines. Oh, he's not even going Vulture. He's going straight add-on.
All right. Now, with the SCVs posting up here, though, I don't think the Zealot can get in if he gets the positioned right. Oh, no! We've actually got a bit of a block here.
It's okay, the path.
Yeah, he's okay.
Okay. But yeah.
Yeah.
So this means that it's pretty easy to defend with proper control. Marines trade pretty nicely into Dragoons. Zealot down at 2-shot, but gonna survive.
Oh, I think IJ is going to turn on the aggression. He made a 5th Marine.
Oh, okay, so are we just getting like
6th Marine. Yeah.
Are we
It's
just
gonna
gonna
be
get
a
a tank
push.
push right out of here? Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to hide those Marines. He cannot show all these Marines. He needs to show only 3 or 4 at best.
Right. Well,
As a Protoss, you see 4 Marines, you're already panicking.
And he saw 4 Marines previously because that's how many were behind the SCVs. But if you keep 7 Marines, this is scary mode.
Ooh, single tank push. Let's go. He's gonna pick up that tank.
Big damage
Oh,
here.
look
onto
at
the goon.
damage.
Oh, the tank didn't shoot.
He only got 1 shot. 3 goons up here. He's gonna try and delay this as long as he can using the high ground, but this is a lot of pressure that IJ can put on right now.
Oh, the hurt goon in the front. Okay, good. Pulls it back.
Zealot
You need to focus
dies.
the tank.
You need to get the Marines in front of the tank. There you go.
Oh, these goons are so low. Pulling away from the wall, trying to get an angle onto the tank. Bunker
There's
forward.
no way.
Bunker's almost done. We get the bunker up. We're in the bunker.
This does not respect that SCV building a bunker right in his wall.
Now the tank is down. The loose Marines are down.
Range is done though. You can kind
you
of
can't-
shimmy around and pick off the SCVs.
You can't control where the bunker shoots either, so it's spreading the damage onto multiple targets here. Having that Dragoon here is actually going to reset the aggro, but it's still spreading damage between 3 buildings. Mine buried. Gonna get caught here though.
That was close.
Yeah. This is still intense. I think Darkmoon's okay, but he's gonna take a lot of damage here. If this pylon goes down, what does he have to back it up? He has 1 gateway to back it up. And I don't think it's possible for him to get a probe in range to put a pylon down unless it goes all the way over here to the right.
I feel like this is actually free taxation. Just let him repair and waste his money.
Yeah. Oh my god, all the Dragoons are out of range and there's only one that's hitting the pylon. The pylon goes down. Cyber goes down.
So he's spamming repair and he's actually spending minerals every time
Yeah.
he spams it.
Tanks forward, but there's nothing to cover it here.
Wow, we need to go home.
1 goon. Oh my god, I think IJ's gonna lose his tank here too.
What did we do anything back at home or the natural? Do we have a bunker or
No.
anything up? No.
Nothing.
Okay, we start to CC.
The Protoss can't go across the map because he doesn't know where the
Yes.
mines are.
Alright, so the core died is the big damage that we take on that. So the only thing we can make for a little while is Zealots.
It kind of resets his tech entirely. He didn't even start a robo.
Yeah.
So he's actually kind of boned here, but luckily for him, IJ did not have a CC behind this.
The other thing too is he had a couple of Dragoons that were already in production, so we saw 1 pop out already. We're canceling? Excuse
Two
me?
fac. He realizes he's just so behind.
Right.
Oh, he's gonna go 4 fac, 1 base. Okay.
Oh. There's all in and then there's this.
No, that's correct. Like he would lose the game later if he just tries to expand here. He has to try to kill.
Right. All right, so eBay coming up here. Are we gonna start a tech tree here for Darkmoon? Setting up a pylon over here, possibly thinking drop, possibly thinking hiding tech. And Robo over here, so probably observer, deal with mines so we can move out of the map. I think it's a little bit too late for Reaver if he were to try and make that play. Just because Darkmoon doesn't really know what IJ's doing here. 2 add-on. I don't even know if IJ's going to have enough money to support this. Like, he's usually really good with his builds. I'm sure he knows, so I'm sure he's going to be able to make it. It's my limited knowledge, not necessarily certain. A lot of Dragoons here.
Yeah, I think Darkmoon just keeps making Dragoons. He's fine. If he doesn't try to get a third, he should easily parry this.
If we've got Siege, there's the possibility of a really good engage, but it's going to have to be a monumentally good engage.
There's enough goons to one-shot tanks at this point. Like,
right.
If you don't have critical mass of tanks, it's very difficult to pick a fight.
And we have a Zealot coming out here just to scout this, going to see the move in.
Is that 4 tanks?
It is 4 tanks. Mines on the south side. We're setting up our siege line. But the observer is out just in time. So the mines are only going to be a delay and not a kill. But it is a decent delay here. Being able to shoot at both sets of goons here. Needs to pull these vultures back a little bit or get some good connections to the mines that are forward. Not ideal. I like what IJ is doing here, though. I think this is a really fun idea.
I think Darkmoon is playing too conservative. He's actually losing here because he waited to dive the tanks.
Right.
He's letting the Terran entrench himself in this position, just making it harder to break it.
IJ's mostly getting chip damage. He doesn't have the cards to be able to hit a killing blow just yet.
Darkmoon have Citadel. Are we waiting on flags?
There's no... there is Citadel, so...
There's no zealots. There's no gates.
Okay,
Exactly.
yeah.
Just dive with your goons. You have no choice.
Setting up mines out here in the front. Those are going to get connections, but not enough. I think all of these tanks are going to die. If
Well,
these
I say
last 2
that.
come in... Okay. Beautiful drop.
Fucking Protoss.
The last observer here will die, though, so there's the possibility of getting some lucky mines. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, though.
No, I think IJ's just gonna GG out.
Oh, there is an
Pushes.
observer over here as well. I didn't see that. IJ's bringing 2 more tanks across.
There's no vultures to protect the tanks. They're just gonna get
Yeah.
killed on.
A couple vultures here as well. Not a big enough swarm for it, but it's
Urban-
making this interesting.
You should not do this. He's definitely trying to give the win to IJ here.
These vultures going in, but we have the shuttle. It's going to be loaded up with at least 1 zealot, so on top of the mines, Minefield's going to do some serious work.
Where's that zealot coming from? Where has he been? Okay, IJ is expanding behind this. Interesting.
I think he's at the point where he's like, okay, I've at least managed to control the Dragoon count a little bit.
Oh lord.
Oh my god, he kills off the zealot before it can hit a mine. This is crazy. This tank in the middle of the minefield is surviving. We've already hit our gateway explosion, though, up to, I want to say 8 gateways, including the one up front. So Darkmoon has the ability to produce. Unless some damage comes down onto the economy here for, unless IG managed to damage Darkmoon's economy some, I don't see any way for him to stay in this game. That expansion was so late.
Yeah, but Darkmoon keeps bleeding units.
Yeah, he just keeps, like, walking right into it.
His natural's
like,
not even...
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess there's, like, kind of the passive pressure of being contained, where it's like, man, what do you have behind this? Because it does feel overwhelming.
He's still able to maneuver in his natural. But the pressure is about to turn up with the gate being fired on.
This is actually really nasty here from IJ. We don't have the critical mass of units yet. Darkmoon's at 90 supply. Where is all of it?
I would have said probes, but I don't think his probe saturation is that good either.
2 shuttles, they might be full. Lots of turrets floating around here, though.
I don't think it was able to drop out all the zealots.
No. Gonna get some decent damage out of it, though. I like the unsiege here from IJ up top. Trying to focus fire on the Dragoons. They're gonna be going into the minefield, though. This is gonna do a lot of damage to IJ. Pretty much just a big trade through all of it. Really incredible that IJ's holding on, even though he's bleeding out all of his units now. He managed to use those vultures to kill off the Nexus at the 3rd.
And they're now in the natural killing probes.
This is crazy. All right, time to stop rallying across the map, though, I think. We've done our damage.
IJ's supply is abysmal.
Yeah. He's mining decently, though. He's almost mined out of his main. That's how long this has been going on. A missed rally, I think. Yeah, IJ's basically back to 1 base mining.
Well, this is a little scary.
Yeah, I think this has the ability to just end the game with a well-controlled push. But Darkmoon's being still conservative. He's still ahead in economy. He's still able to outproduce drastically.
He should just wait for another control group of units.
I think that's what's
He should
happening
also
here.
just all in on his 2 bases. He shouldn't try to expand again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or you could double expo. Oh, he does have the money now.
Darkmoon never making it out to that 3rd, and like starting it but never getting anything out of it was actually pretty hurtful.
Okay, here we go.
All right, no mine drags available, but there's a lot of goons here. If he just focus fires these tanks, I think he got it. Only 1
Yeah, I
tank
think we're
left in
gonna
siege
get
mode. Yeah. Darkmoon should be taking this game in a matter of seconds.
He's channeling his inner Mick.
GG.
All right, game 1, well played from Darkmoon at least.
No, I think that was well played from IJ. Took a bunch of damage. You know, can't expand from this position. Let's just go all in. It almost worked actually.
Yeah, he got so much damage out of that push and like out of the soft contain he put up. It's just eventually you get outproduced.
Yeah, who needs army control when you just make more units?
That's kind of the Protoss philosophy, I think.
Yes. I don't attack the Terran. I just take another main and make more gates. Eventually, the Terran has to attack me.
Kind of the Abji philosophy of just sit there, only in reverse.
Yeah. Too many Protoss just throw their army into a Max Terran, trades poorly, and then get wiped. There are timings to attack the Terran,
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to attack when they're like fully set up.
And I think that's
IG.
Oh, good.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think that's a lot of the reason too why you end up with a lot of Protoss going for Arbiter, just for the ability to recall and kind of stretch the defense thin.
Yeah, it's also another way to not have to control your army. You just recall it. Those are good.
Alright, just waiting here for game 2. So, there's not really a whole lot on the line, so to speak, in terms of the UPL tower, but there's a lot of prestige involved in the UPL scene. There's, the whole structure of the thing is, everyone's organized into tiers, and you can challenge someone from the tier above you. But the champion role is special because, there's only one of it, can only be challenged from the penultimate position, and really, the big thing about it is,
Hello?
oh, IJ.
Knockout. Okay.
Okay, you're gonna host.
I can.
Okay.
It's made.
All right.
Thank you. That's not the right password. That is. But the joke going into the season was that at the end of the UPL tower, whoever is in the top spot gets banned from UPL for being too good. Now, whether or not they go through with that, I'm not necessarily sure. Alright, we are here on Knockout. I've got a bunch of the UPL crew here with me, and we're yapping about Darkmoon versus IJ. Game 2 for the UPL Championship, or Tower Championships anyways. Alright, so we have horizontal positions on Knockout. So, slightly longer rush distance than vertical, but still close. And unless we're end scouting, I think IJ... is IJ going BBS here? No way. Going through the center of the map.
I think he's checking cross spawn first.
Yeah, he's looking to see if...
He wants to see if there's a nexus. Well, why are we sending a second SE?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay, this is really cheesy. Is this a 2/3? This is a 2/3
Yes.
proxy BBS. Oh my god. IJ, you absolute madman. I love this play. There is absolutely no universe in which Darkmoon finds this. The only way he has of scouting it is going to find IJ's base and seeing there's
12
nothing in it.
next. He's just gonna die.
Oh my
He's
god,
going,
yeah.
he's going Nexus first. Wow. Okay.
If Darkmoon survives this, then the only thing that we can say is Protoss can do anything. Because
Yes.
I
Yeah,
cannot
this
think
is
of a
Barrack
universe.
V Mini all over again.
I mean, he has a chance. If he scouts this, he can
Yes.
respond. But doesn't even send the probe to scout, doing possibly the most greedy version of the Nexus first.
And IJ's actually going to get a first scout on it too. Going to see the Nexus first. I mean, at this point, you've got to be
Oh.
salivating of just how good of a situation this is.
And he's not going to make a bunker because then it becomes too obvious. So he's just going to act normal, chill,
Yep.
just walk around.
Okay, guys, just act natural, act natural. Meanwhile, you have, like, the entire squad of people lined up outside the door in, like, clown costumes, ready to break in and rob the bank.
He is fixing to get to IJ's base, so here in about 10 seconds.
That's going to be when the trigger pulls, but you don't get to learn anything about it until then.
Yep.
He did go for 2 gates, so
All right, so we look. We see there ain't nothing in the main base.
needs to pull probes now.
And marine damage against probe is kind of nasty. Like, their DPS is pretty good.
Gonna be starting the bunker? Oh, there we go.
All right, bunker up. It's in range of the pylon as well, but we saw how this worked last game with the damage being spread across 3 different buildings. The SCV get a good position to body block here as well. Focus firing down probes. Unfortunately, going to lose most of his marines. Another wave coming in, though, to the natural. Into the bunker they go.
All right, I think we done it, boys.
If there ever were a build order loss, I think we've seen it here today.
If you pull that many probes, you have to get the bunker and the marines. You can't just you can't just get one of the two because more marines will come.
All right, so that is that's got to be a bit of an emotional sting here on Darkmoon.
Oh, it's a justice for
Justice for
all
IJ.
Terrans. For all Terrans.
You try and go Nexus first, I'm gonna show you. For real, that's gotta be just like the most tilting thing when there's so little that you can do against the greediest possible play from your opponent. But you can't have the maps be any smaller or else it would be kind of imbalanced.
Yeah, 2 players gambled, only one won.
Alright, we're gonna be waiting for them to settle up on the next map. Jane Doe. Alright. Map that I believe every Terran is convinced is horrendously imbalanced in favor of Protoss. Very good carrier map.
Watch him BBS again.
Can you even BBS on this map effectively?
Can't you build?
It's really wonky, though.
You can build at the 4th.
Yeah. The thing I'm thinking about is the travel distance is so long, and as long as you don't just go for Nexus first again.
Yeah. Yeah, if Protoss scouts at all.
He's gonna go Nexus first. There's no way he accepts defeat, right? He's a Protoss player. You just gamble harder.
I think this explains so much about how I just get stomped by Protoss all the time, is just gamble harder mentality.
I mean, just play PvP for 5 minutes and you'll realize it's just a gambling fest.
So we're going to wall in our natural for IJ. Nothing too spicy out of him yet so far. Now, I know that IJ has an absolutely huge library of builds. So, given that this map is usually seen as Protoss favored because of just, okay, you get access to 3 gases pretty much for free, I wonder if we're going to see IJ break into his bag of tricks and try and find something spicy. Maybe get like some early Vulture drops out of a 1-1-1 or something.
Nexus first.
Oh my god, you're right.
I knew it.
Yeah.
You just have to Nexus first. They'll never BBS twice in a row.
One of the things I've heard a pro player talk about is after you get cheesed or after you cheese someone, the best thing to do is cheese again or cheese in a different way.
I don't play Terran, but I feel like a siege expand into fast 3 base is good.
IJ doesn't
He's
have
a Rax
gas.
expand. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
Rax expand.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
14 CC.
I just realized that. I was like, okay, yeah, we're just going for the expand. I was sitting back and I'm like, okay, yeah, we should be seeing gas anytime
be
soon.
15.
And then realizing, yeah.
15.
Delayed it
It's
a little bit to
slightly-
15.
It's slightly safer than
Yeah, if they proxy gate.
yeah, because you can immediately wall off your ramp
Yep.
by doing this.
That's what we have right here.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're using an SCV to scout. We're going to meet in the middle most likely, checking for potential proxy. Or even, is Darkmoon trying to get really greedy with it? This probe's not going anywhere. Okay. Just had it here to check for the proxy and then sending him onward to scout. IJ will see that there is a probe on the map because the Marine is gone. We'll see this was Nexus first. And Darkmoon's going to see the wall and nothing further, Your Honor. Now, Darkmoon can get some information here by seeing the presence or absence of Marines and when they're making. But nothing that's really all that telling.
Yeah, Protoss is completely in the dark. There could be a drop coming. There could be so many things coming. You have no idea. You're pretty much forced to rush to Observer. If you care what the Terran is doing.
Is there a circumstance where you wouldn't care what Terran is doing? If you were going for like something like DT, maybe?
I mean, even if he's facting, it's very hard to two-fac into a tiny ramp and high ground. So I guess you mostly just want to know if he's going to drop you. And I'll think about it if there's anything else.
I'm just curious because, like, I'd love to get into the mind of the Protoss a little bit more and, like, see what things do they care about, what things do they not care about. Especially on this map where it is so considered to be very Protoss favored.
Honestly, it's not to kind of ripe too much on it, but I feel like I play Protoss and this matchup is fairly easy for the Protoss player. I barely have to study this matchup.
Yeah.
So I actually don't know much else than just look how many factories they have.
All right, 2-port.
Okay.
Very interesting.
The other thing, too, is they're set up with the little space between them here, so it is preparation for a control tower. So it could be going dropship Wraith, could be going for Cloak. Like, a lot of different options that are there for what he's doing, but there is definitely plans for control towers here. Bunker is set up. We're looking for the rescout. Big thing we're not going to see here is anything at the front porch. That's mostly what Darkmoon wants to see.
Let me see. Well, we didn't get it far enough. I was curious if he ran the probe up far enough if he could see the port.
Might be able to see it at the very edge of the wall. Forge coming, gateways. Don't
That's
see
a
it.
good. That's a good choice to build a forge this early.
Yeah.
He's probably
Observatories.
worried about
The
drops.
observatory?
That's normal. Like you want your observer, but the forge I feel is a bit early before the observatory even.
So I do like this on this map in particular because one of the things I always harp on is it's really easy to take pressure on the back base if you've gone for the front base as well. Darkmoon starting his front base, so if you want to defend one, it's hard to defend the other because the distance between them is so long. So if we're going Wraiths, then having cannons out here is going to make this be almost impervious until you get a huge number of Wraiths. Cannons up here in the main as well as going shuttle. Robotic support bay, we're going to have Reavers coming out. The Wraiths are going to be incredible for defending against the Reavers, but the harass that IJ wants to get here is never going to happen in a million years.
Incredible read. Just
Barely keeping both Wraiths alive. Now Observer coming across the map. And it's more Wraiths with Cloak on the way as well. This is literally getting perfectly hard countered by Darkmoon. Like, all the damage, all of the impact that IJ wants out of this, I feel like he's going to get absolutely none of it. And so we're setting up turrets inside the mineral line as partial defense against drops, as well as partial defense against reavers. Or not reavers, I'm sorry, DTs. But, IJ got a good scout, so I feel like setting up maybe a turret ring further out would have been smarter, but I also don't play Terran, so I couldn't tell you. I just realized I'm not looking at the chat at all because, got messaged by my brother about a thing. So we've got cannons at the third here as well. Yeah, these wraiths are going to literally get no damage. The only thing you can use them for now is defense against the shuttle.
So this still has an impact on the Protoss. He's made a lot of cannons. It delayed his gate count. So his gates right now, yeah, it's very low.
Actually going double robo. Is that the shuttle style, like speed shuttles?
I haven't seen the double shuttle in quite a while, but I'd imagine maybe he wants to also do reavers.
Potentially. But with that many wraiths on the board, I feel like that's kind of an interesting decision. I don't understand all the nuance of it.
Yeah, it is an interesting decision. But he's probably hoping that IJ just stops making wraiths because it was so,
so
well
effectively
deflected.
countered.
Yeah, by the cannons.
IJ is setting up his big factory explosion here, going up to 7 factories with 3 machine shops. So recognizing that he's kind of behind on tank count, I don't even know if he has siege mode yet. He's got to. He just hasn't set it up.
Does he have only one tank?
No, there's 4 because there's
Okay.
3 back here.
That's very low still.
Yeah, the shuttle's sharking around looking for an option. But I don't even know if he's got anything in there. It's probably got a reaver. Maybe 2.
Is there an observer in the Terran? No, there isn't.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know. He's gonna scout a little bit with this shuttle.
Looking for a potential drop. Double reaver. Oh, barely gets the tank away. Actually get a ton of damage here with these wraiths. Killing off the shuttle, needs to pull back now to the reavers. There's the observer. Taking shots at the wraiths, losing 1 wraith. Still getting some damage though with the reavers. But nothing that's too critical, just need to keep the tanks alive. Siege mode set up. Stalling with the Marines and just, oh my god, this ramp is so incredibly hard to push into.
Yeah, I don't think that's the play.
No. Now, the Wraiths are still cloaked here. They're burning their energy, but they had plenty of it they were sitting on. Alright, we basically reset the Dragoon count from where it was starting the push. Gateway count's not incredibly high either, but we are making the standard Protoss transition.
The thing is, IJ keeps making raids. It's not terrible.
I feel like the one thing that I'd say about that is I don't have any proof of this, but I think that if you're going Wraith heavy, you want upgrades on them, and that makes it hard to upgrade when you're also upgrading your tanks. I could be completely wrong on that, though. I don't know.
No, a lot of gas.
Yeah, well, yeah, Wraith damage is it's 2 instances, and carriers have base armor of 6, so it's a double dip on the armor. So you definitely want as many upgrades as you can.
Is it 6 armor? I thought it was 4 armor for carriers.
4, whatever. I don't remember, actually. Is it 4? It's a lot of armor.
Yeah, big armor, big armor. And I know that Goliaths are 2 instances of damage. I think Wraiths are 1, but again, I could be wrong. I never see Wraiths, so my trivia involving them is very poor. We got at least the move out towards the 3rd base for IJ. I'm not sure if he wants to go and push, or if he just wants to take this and to get access to his 3rd gas. This looks like a push, though.
He suddenly
Might
produced
be
a lot of
observer.
tanks.
Oh, no, I thought we got it.
He sees the observer, but not going on it, going after the shuttle instead. almost getting it, has to evacuate the Reavers, but now the Reavers on the ground, able to do some serious damage. Mostly getting vultures, though. A lot of run-bys, and no damage on the tanks yet.
Just kind of bleeding the vultures here.
Yeah.
See, if you have raids, you don't need Goliaths, and you can easily pick off the shuttles.
They're even
That's
more,
why I thought he
shuttle
would
play.
the observer, because then he can put cloak on.
they're even more maneuverable as well. Just keep running the vultures by here, trying to spot something. Not sure what he's going for. But it's working. He's going to get access to the high ground in just a moment. Oh no, the Wraiths.
Oh, the Wraiths.
Oh,
He might have-
losing all of his Wraiths here in the move up.
Yeah, he might have just set his rally
Yeah.
towards where he wants to push
Ooh,
and
yeah.
just produce while he pushes.
One vulture actually gets in though, but he spots the carriers.
Oh, we should see the carriers. We're floating a lot of money.
I mean, he's got plenty of production behind this though. I think he was supply blocked as part of it. And the supply differential is looking really bad. Darkmoon is producing like crazy.
Real quick, can we see how many carriers are we up to? We're still at 2.
2 carriers and 1 in production.
1 on the way. Okay.
And we have +1 damage, but we don't have many interceptors out yet. A lot of mine work here, but I think IJ at least is going to push back this push, but going to lose a lot here. He doesn't really have any Goliaths, and there's still a ton of supply for Darkmoon somewhere. I say somewhere because it's not showing on the board here. Maybe a lot of probes.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Probably overmade probes.
Three shuttles on the board. Filled with Reavers. That's where all the supply is, and GG is called.
Yeah, GG.
Oof.
Yeah,
Man.
losing those Wraiths hard.
Yeah. It's not only that, it's just so hard to have a cogent game plan on that map. But hey, we're in best of 5. They called it ahead of time, so we've still got room to play. We've still got more out of IJ's entire bag of builds to draw from. And frankly, Darkmoon has just been playing so solid in these 3 games. Well, 2 games that he played and 1 game he got cheesed on. He's been playing so solid that just, it's kind of a pleasure to watch the man's macro at work. Yeah, Swoops, I like that. The satchel of strats for Darkmoon, or for IJ.
So in the end, he did get the second robo to kind of just mass up Reavers. It's interesting. Instead of going for High Templars.
I wonder
action.
what the impact of that, like, what made him decide to do that in particular?
Not sure. Maybe because he wanted to go Reavers from the start, and then he just kind of wanted to catch up under his Reaver count. Reavers are good to kill vultures. You one-shot vultures.
Oh yeah.
Kind of just park them on the hill.
And also they, the scarabs can have, like, incidentally hit mines, but so can storm. So I think it is just really to deal with the vultures more easily.
It's a good tool to stall a push.
Yeah. I think it's because Reaver's a little more fire and forget when it comes to defending high grounds. And high grounds are so important on Jane Doe. But regardless, we're up here on Attitude. We've got match point for Darkmoon. IJ trying to keep his ladder life alive. The tower dream intact. So up here on Attitude, possibly one of the better Terran maps for this pool. We have the top left spawn Darkmoon, the top right spawn IJ. Once again, for those of us who have not been tuned in, We are playing for the championship spot on the UPL tower.
Darkmoon's gonna go Nexus first again.
Dude, if he does, I'm gonna say that while IJ has a satchel of strats, I think that Darkmoon has a card with has a deck with one card in his deck, but it happens to be an ace. I'm reading the chat and just listening to Anderson speak his shit. Or reading Anderson? Whatever, I don't know. Alright, we are not going Nexus first this time. We do have a gate, and it's a close gate. So this is the first time that we have a in-base gate as the first building. This is like a really defensive SimCity as well. Like, everything's super close in. There's actually not a lot of, like, buildable area for the pylon here without impacting the mining. Alright, we're getting a gas expand or a one base push out of IJ, but the gas is up early this time. Reminiscent of his game 1 play. Fast core from Darkmoon, so if we're seeing Zealots, it'll just be one before the Dragoons come out. Probably just Dragoons immediately.
He went up to 15, so there's not going to be a Zealot.
Okay.
Probably be rangeless 19 Nexus from Darkmoon.
Jay gets the scout in as well, seeing everything, and yeah, the range maybe okay. Range is going. Could be a fake.
Could be fake, yeah. It's probably, maybe that was his plan. That's why he put the first pylon there, to put the core as far away as possible.
Ooh.
To make it hard for the Terran to poke it
Yeah.
and scout it.
I actually like that, just having the predefined thought of how we're going to allocate our gas and, like, for scouting. We'll keep an eye on... Okay.
So go ahead.
I'm saying we'll keep an eye on Darkmoon's gas and see if it just jumps up all of a sudden in the next minute or so.
Yeah, he queued up a second Dragoon, so it's going to be a 23 Nexus at this point.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth canceling range now to try to get it slightly faster. So it'll be about dead even with the Terran.
No bunker. Gonna have to fight off the first Dragoon with just the Marines and the Vulture. That's plenty
that's
of
fine.
damage.
Yep.
You don't need the bunker before the CC if there's no Zealot.
Yeah, this is a pretty standard order, I think.
Yep.
I assume he went CC, then depot, then bunker, which is pretty normal. This is good because the Vulture can just chip away the shields and the Marines can handle the Dragoon fairly well, unless he gets bled out and he gets to target them one by one. And now he has the bunker up, so he's fine. He's going to lose a Marine, but...
Gotta worry about the run by.
Yeah, he was considering the run by too.
It's a lot of damage on that first goon, though. It's down to
I
half
don't think it was
HP.
a run by. He just really wanted to make sure he sees the CC. But the bunker is pretty far back, so he might have already been able to see it.
So the machine shop was not spinning, and I don't think we have speed for IJ. We are mining gas. Okay, we just got the machine shop spinning now.
Guys, he's going for mines.
Yeah, that's what I'd
Does he
expect.
have
Vulture, his Vulture's
Sorry.
on the map. He's gonna probably put the mine behind the goons and push them back with his Marines.
Tank up, so you can use that to push back as well. Transfer over to the natural, and a couple more goons floating around. Mine should be finished soon.
Yeah, Darkmoon being very safe, pulling back before the mine timing.
Oof. Awkward transfer here. We've actually got a couple of wage thieves as well. Mines are finished. Observatory and on the wall. Pretty standard game overall. We're gonna have a little bit of pressure coming forward. Siege is probably done, I think. Mines over at the third. Now going to mine out the mineral only as well, and then everything converges to try and put pressure onto the front door. But I think with 4 Dragoon show, oh my god!
That was
actually kind of big.
That's huge because that was the. Now there's 4 goons there still,
this is a good
But that other goon,
Oh, don't go in.
I
don't
would
go
think
in.
you hit the wall, right? I don't think you go in. I don't know if going in is the
Yeah.
play.
Especially without a vulture. If you have a vulture to put mines into zone,
right?
Yeah.
The tank's staying alive here, and we're getting a lot of damage onto the goons.
Is that tank 1 hit away? I
Yes.
think it took 7 hits, right? Yeah.
And now it's dead.
So if he no, nice pick off. Yeah, so that's definitely a mistake by IJ, I think. I think the play would have been just to hit the wall.
yeah, you want to hit the wall until you get vultures back again.
Still, pretty punishing trade for both players, and stopping the expansion right as it wants to come out too is really nice.
Oh, this could actually be really annoying if he can. Oh, that Dragoon is really low. Well, there's another goon off to the side there.
We got the observer out though.
Yeah.
3 kills on the vulture though, stopping the expansion. Getting a couple of probe kills. Like, this is good damage, and it's forcing Darkmoon's money to end up being a lot higher than he wants. Just because he can't get the expansion down, but he doesn't want to start making more production.
Yeah, this isn't too bad.
That's a good delay on the third. I don't feel like it's worth losing your first 2 tanks, but
Right.
Losing both the tanks hurts, but we did get some trade out of it. We got some probes, and so it's not the end of the world.
no, it's not in the other world. It's definitely playable. But I feel you can do the same damage with just vultures.
We're starting to run up the factory count a little bit.
Yep, we should be going up to 5 pretty soon.
Okay, just getting turrets, expecting possibly a drop, just possibly the observers coming in, wanting to minimize the level of information that's available and the level of vulnerability. Alright. Third is going up. No vulture. Okay, vulture speed is done.
What's at home for Darkmoon?
Just a couple
Gates.
of dragoons and 2.
Still on 2 gates. Okay,
3 gate.
3 gates. Okay. Oh my
Well, we'll
god.
get the run by.
Spots the Reaver.
We see the Reaver.
That's big. And getting into the main.
Running
Yeah,
through
this is
mines.
annoying.
This is good damage.
Scarab should do friendly fire, in my opinion.
Wait, the Scarab hopped the mineral line? What?
I think it's the gap, right? Maybe it jumped through that gap there.
No, that's not a gap that's big enough. It hopped because it clipped over from the probes.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Well, the Scarab is a unit, so if
It
it probably has the same physics.
it mineral jumped from the mining collision. That's insane.
Was that 5 or 6 factories?
6.
Okay, but at this point of the game, it's yeah, I'm not sure. Is he planning for a big push then? Because like he's not. Yeah, like normally you'd want the 6 fact about 7 minutes, right? So
Everything got delayed in this game. So I feel like IJ's behind where he wants to be, but he put himself behind, like, I'm not gonna say deliberately, but by his own actions. With his first move out.
He's gonna cover the turret with his engineering bay, I think. And he might run in with the shuttle without knowing there's a turret. Oh, okay, it's just a spot. Never mind. it's nice to like hide the turret under the engineering base so the Protoss underestimates the defenses.
Right. So speed shuttle coming in. Really just kind of scouting this out, but there's good turret coverage for IJ in general. Decent turret coverage.
Does he have the 3? Because I think that's pretty common.
Yeah, he's got the 3.
So I think Darkmoon's just looking for his 4th base at this point. Clearing out mines. Probe's moving, but I think it got caught in the army movement, so not going to be going to the 4th location. Okay,
Got
now
a little supply blocked.
Yeah.
There we go.
We got to be building more depots already. Looks like we have at least one down, but
Yeah,
yeah, there we go.
He's clearing
Okay.
the block.
Yeah, we're good. We're good now.
Alright, Goliath's up too, so we're ready for pretty much anything on IJ. What's our tank
Can
count
we-
looking like? 10 tanks. Plus
Can we
1.
jump on the shuttle if we see it in time? Okay, he reacts. Yeah, if you get those glides forward. Ooh.
Oh!
Well,
One
he got
Reaver
the
goes
shuttle,
down,
but he-
one gets out.
Yeah.
He should move back.
Yeah, it's all goons, right? Can you save the Reaver at this point?
No.
I feel like a siege would get
Yeah,
it, right?
but at
yeah.
what cost?
Yeah, well. Yeah, the vultures can just go run it down.
Might get a big
Alright.
scarab.
Ooh.
That's a good shot. That's a very good shot.
Okay, now we got some zealots.
Sandwiched.
Ooh, those tanks are
Oh,
so
no,
bummed.
no, that's too late.
Oh, and that's
That-
all friendly fire too.
It's gonna kill every tank, I think.
Yeah.
Now all of these Dragoons die, but there's still plenty more where that came from, and they're faster to make than tanks are.
Yeah, and a couple goons even live.
Very decisive from Darkmoon. Two factors at play. He got a scarab off, did a lot of damage to the tanks, and the vultures were out of position trying to be fancy and flanking.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that IJ runs into a lot, is really trying to make very technical plays with his units, and then sometimes just missing the fundamentals in a panic of, I wasn't looking at the exact right moment. But when it works, he looks like a genius. It's super cool.
He just... Oh, the vulture's missing under the tree.
Yep. I hate that. I hate that tree doodads actually give mischance.
You hate that? I think it's awesome.
I hate it when I'm playing into it.
Fair enough.
How often does it really come into play?
More often
I
than
feel
you
like-
think.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like infrequent enough maybe that it's not like that bad. At least for me personally.
Okay, so IJ's gonna spot this base here. It is unprotected and about to finish up. Setting up a minefield forward. Couple of tanks sieged up to guard the 3rd. But this isn't enough to stop this force of Dragoons, I don't think. We're going minesweeping.
I wonder if we're just going to try to bust since we're not trying to save the 4th here. That's what it looks like.
Tank count is still very critically low. Not even a fully sieged.
Slow, but we could play this choke. Yeah.
Getting some good value out of the mines, no drags. Most of the zealots dead. But the Dragoons
Oh,
now
shuttle
have made it
bomb.
into firing range. Reavers as well. Reaver taking out the SCV on the command center. Now we're danger close. Most of the Dragoons are gone. There's only a couple of tanks left. Big Scarab. And oh no, the Dragoons are firing at the command center. The tank's getting free fire, and I think they're going to survive this and win the engage.
Yeah, I think it's an overall good trade for IJ. We killed the 4th
Wait.
base.
Why is the shuttle leaving the Reaver behind? Is he just... Oh, he wants to reinforce. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a bit of stuff coming up, actually.
Need some of these mines to really get lucky. Oh, that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, there's not
Zealots.
many vultures. More coming now. And
Oh, this could be
think he might have
really
done it.
bad. Oh my god, the Reaver!
that's some bullshit, man.
You gotta give up on the third base for now.
Yeah. Alright, we canceled, I think. We can get back on the high ground. We at least have a little bit of advantage.
It's not like Darkmoon.
It's honestly okay because Protoss is still on 3 base.
Yeah, he didn't expand behind this.
Oh yeah, actually, good catch down at the bottom right.
Okay, yeah.
IJ.
That's clever.
But he's
Also,
he's thinking the same thing.
You think he was trying to
Hello
take that
there.
base? Or was he just
Definitely
scouting?
sent that to expand. He's accidentally catching the Terran
I
expanding.
don't know. It doesn't feel. Does Darkmoon do that kind of thing though? It doesn't really feel like a him play.
Well, he
It could
lost
have
the
just
other
been
one.
scouting.
He wants a corner base, and there's mines in the area that he tried to take before. So why not just go for the other corner?
All Protoss do that. It's not a specific
weird.
thing.
Like even the cross corner.
Yeah, it's very good.
You just want to have the space to build. Like, where it happens to be is, you're not so worried about defense.
Okay. Like even as your first corner base, you're okay doing that.
Yeah, if Terran's spending too much attention denying the other corner, sometimes you can catch them by surprise by taking the other one. And once you build up, it's very hard for Terran to break it.
Right.
Because most of what you're looking for to defend a corner base as Protoss is time, not necessarily positioning.
It's a lot of goons.
Not
The...
Okay.
Because these goons aren't making it onto the tanks, this is actually going to be a pretty decent trade. We're still going to lose everything, but the damage that IJ gets out of this is a lot higher than it could have been.
Yeah, but the supply gap is pretty wide now.
Oh, it's
and we're
been
gonna
wide.
lose the base in the bottom right.
You're gonna lose that base. I don't think you can quite break this yet, but like around the zealots and. Actually, how many tanks are there?
Just a couple.
Oh,
Like,
are they not sieged?
yeah, 4 of them are, 2 of them are not. There's still
Okay.
so many Dragoons here. They're just pushing right into this action now.
We need zealots.
I liked the bottom right base idea. I just think we should have kept a little bit more defensive for a bit. And just put vultures on the map.
Ugh. Nice try from IJ, but Darkmoon showing why he is the champion. And that's gonna be
Very
it.
good games though.
We close it out on 3-1. Alright everybody, thank you for watching. This has again been the UPL Tower in a attempt for the championship. But Darkmoon does defend and will continue his reign of terror. Until next time.